last tutorial we added this little menu button here that when we click, it brings in a menu here. Now you may notice there's an image in here that wasn't in here before. That's because I updated the PNG file and it wasn't packaged into the game, so it automatically updated, which we'll probably package it in now. But we're going to add in a button here, a little exit button, and later on we'll add other buttons as well. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to hit Q, if you remember, is now our escape button, because if I hit escape, you can see it brings in this menu. Q will quit the game. Later on, we're probably going to change it if you hit escape again after that, it brings you to a main menu. If you hit escape again after that, it will probably exit out of the game. But to quick exit would be Q for quit. So let's see. We have our menu button here. Let's go to textures here. There it is. Scroll down here. Package that in there. And that's just so it's embedded in the game. You don't have to do that. It does make your blend file larger, but it makes a little bit easier for distribution of stuff. Same with this one here. And so now if we change that art later on, we're just going to come here, unpackage it, and repackage it, and it will update it. Okay, so let's go ahead and first off, something I didn't do last tutorial, we changed it so that if we parented our menu button, that if I grab and move the camera, it moves the menu button, but we didn't set it to be parented to the menu, and I'm not sure if we're going to have any issues here with the keyframing, so let's find out. Let's go Shift Select and Control P. Now if I G to grab this, you can see the menu above it keeps moving with it. If I P to go into game mode and click our menu button, there it is. Now what happens if, oh right, Q is, I'm trying to exit. Okay, we'll move the camera over some, P to go into game mode. Oh good, it does constrain it to wherever the camera is. So in the game, if we move the camera for any reason, the menu will follow along with it. So now let's hit Control, sorry, not Control, Shift right arrow, go up to our frame 11, which is the last keyframe for this menu to come down here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit spacebar. I'm going to type in plane and import images plane. Shadeless. The reason we're doing shadeless is because we don't want lighting to affect these. We always want our buttons and menus to be full brightness. And here I've got an exit button.png. Import as plane. I'm going to hit RX90 to rotate 90 degrees on the x-axis. Control Alt Q and to go into quad view. And then we're going to grab and move that right here for right now. Let's see where that is in relation to, okay, we pretty much want it right in front of this plane here. And I will now go back to textured mode. Also, you know, I keep forgetting to turn this on. I'm going to go to user preferences, add-ons, search for key, screencasting. Oh, it is checked. Oh, but I don't have it enabled. Okay, so let's go end here. What this is going to do, I'm going to say start display. And now you can see down in the bottom corner of the screen, it tells you what keys I'm pressing. That way, if I forget to say, like number pad 0, it shows you right there. If I zoom in and out, it tells you. Should have been doing that all along, and I just always forget about that until I'm recording. So now it is in there. So there's our exit button. Let's, do I have it? Let's, there we go. I'm going to put the exit button right there. Really, I probably should have done that yellow, a different shade than the background here. But once again, this is, a lot of this art is temporary art. This is concept art mostly by people who are helping me, but I figure use the concept art now rather than not. So I can keep moving along until the final art's done. So now we have our exit button here, and let's shift select the menu here and Control P, and it's now parent to that menu. So wherever this menu goes, that exit button will follow. So if we start the game, and because we started on the 11th frame, so there we go. It is now parented, so we don't have to do any special animation for the exit button. It's just parented there. But we are going to add an animation to it possibly here in a minute. First things first, though, we're going to say mouse, two mouse sensors, just like we did before. And one of them is going to be a left click, which is the default, and the other one's going to be is mouse over. So it's not, if we don't do the mouse over, anytime the left button's clicked, it's going to exit the game. We want it to only be when the mouse is over the exit button and you click. So we're going to do that, and we're going to say game, and we're going to say quit. And as you can see, there's options in here for restore, saving, and loading the game. That's all built right into Blender. For right now, we're just adding this quit button. So control down arrow. And now if I control, well, we'll leave it here for right now, and then we'll hit. Okay. So we have our menu, and if I click the exit button, boom, it exits out of the game. Okay, but let's give the button here a little bit of animation. Let's also name this. Well, I think it is named, yeah, button exit, so I don't need to rename it. But what I want to do now is, so we have already have a sensor here for mouse over, so we don't need to add another sensor. We're going to say here, end, and we'll connect that. And we're on first frame of our animation here. Let's go up here. We're going to hit I for scale, and then we're going to hit shift up arrow to go to 11, and we're going to scale it up just a little bit and set another keyframe. We can go back to frame 1 right now, and what we're going to do here is going to add a action right there at the top. And we're going to connect it to our exit button. And we're going to set this to frame 11. And we'll say ping pong probably. So let's go P, click our menu button. Now when I hover the mouse over the exit, it gets bigger. And then when I hover over it again, it goes down. That's not right. That's not what we want. We probably want flipper here, actually. Let's give that a try. Menu, it gets big. When I go away, it gets small. So you have a little bit of animation. It's a little slow, though. I don't know. Maybe we can speed that up some by shortening the frames. That's simple enough to do. What we're going to do here, click exit. I'll change this to a dope sheet real quick. And I'm going to hit control up arrow button. So there's our exit button scaling. I'm going to grab these last keyframes and move it there. See if that's too much. Might be too much now. And we'll set this, let's see. I'm forgetting what the key for next keyframe is. Up arrow. So I did set it to 5. That's good. And we'll set this to 5 as well. So now we will go back to our first frame here. We'll hit P to start this game up. And I'm going to go menu, and now, yeah, so the animation's a little bit faster now. And that's just indicating this is a button you can click. You want to give people indicators like that. You don't have to animate it, but it definitely helps somewhat. So, and we could also probably add a sound to it, which we'll probably do in a later tutorial. So I click that, and it exits. I thank you for watching. I hope that you have a great day. Please visit filmsbykris.com. That's Kris with a K. Should be a link in the description to filmsbykris.com/POP for pop, which is where you can go for all the information on this game. You can also download the blend files to go along with the tutorial, as well as when the game is complete or at a point where it's usable as an actual game, there'll be packages to download playable games. So I thank you again for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.